U.S. Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. St. Gonzalez set its week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Taken in the end zone. They had no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. On 1st and 10, Barnes. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
7-yard pickup.
The numbers there for Howard a week ago. 6 catches, 76 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
14.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a 1st-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
You know what I did in pregame? I made sure I touched him as he went by. I want a little bit of what he's got.
The golden arm from last week.
Oh, how much fun was that to watch that game tape, all right? The number of touchdowns, what was that, 5 last week?
Yeah.
But 0 interceptions. So you think he's due to throw a pick? But I'm betting that he continues the streak in this game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
He's tackled at the
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He's going to go for a big play. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there, with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
St. Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Colts pick it up.
A running play. A fumble on the play.
Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week, forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhyme with skill.
Come on.
With desire. We'll go with desire.
What are you, the rhyme master now?
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Quincy Wilson in on the stop.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now a second down throw for Love here. He's going to loft it. That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't fit?
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
And he's got a man, Corey Davis. He's at the 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans have made this a one-score game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get into the end zone?
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. So here are the Colts to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
25-yard line.
Working out of the gun. He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
Not sure much more could have been done there defensively. One up with him, tried to knock it away, tried to get an arm in, unsuccessfully.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Score Colts 13, Titans 7.
Now they try the right side here. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
At the Titans' 24-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down." They love being physical.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
The 5-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on second and third down here.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on third and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they had scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Brought down at the 30.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Operating from the gun, Barnes. And he finds Howard complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. And his kick is right through. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a Tennessee score. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Love from the gun. Throw left side complete. That's Barton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
1st and 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Colts add on to their lead. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
They're on 25-yard line.
Out comes the offense onto the field once more, led by O.J. Howard. Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball. All right, when guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, people are going, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call, because he's a known entity. See how they defend him going forward. Throwing on 1st down. Barnes. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think.
Why are we doing this?
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, Barnes. And this is caught at the 8. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Operating from the gun, Barnes got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Corey Davis with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Titans have made this a 1-score game. And the lead will shrink to 6. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. And that'll be a little too hot to handle, as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock.
And that's caught inside the 35. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play there just before halftime. 73 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
If you're a fan of offensive football, this game has suited you well. Both offense.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
And that's certainly an important score right there, because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, Barnes. That's caught by Howard. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st down, Barnes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
And the Titans 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Barnes. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
1st down.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Titans 21.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, Love. Over the middle, complete. It's Barton. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. On 1st and 10, Love. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop it before you get a good edge steam going.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
23 yards the pickup there. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Titans' 17-yard.
Now a handoff looking right. He gets away from one. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
3rd and long for Love. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
2nd and a yard. At the 34-yard line.
Off the play fake. Barnes. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He has been a touchdown machine. It has been enjoyable to watch.
And the scoreboard continues to light up as a result of his efforts. He's been a blast, though. Every time you look up, you just figure if he's got the ball in his hands, he's going to end up in the end zone. It's been that kind of a game for him.
Absolutely. Now you just keep waiting for more. Play action this time with Love. They'll roll him out right. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try to keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And to give this time to the tailback. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
Now they try the right side here. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Colts add on to their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Gonzalez set to kick
now
off.
After the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
33-yard line.
Well, the second down throw on target. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And the Titans first down.
From the gun, Barnes. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Barnes. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing on 3rd and long. Barnes under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Take that! There ain't no joke out here right now.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 4th down, Barnes. He's going to... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Titans. Michael Pittman, 78 yards. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. So it was 4th down. They go deep to try to pick up the first. They pick up more than that. They pick up a score.
I'm not even sure the analytics guys would think that was a good gamble. 4th down, they're going for it, but they pressed the issue. And not only did they complete the pass downfield, how about the run after catch that ends up culminating in a touchdown? That's a huge play.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts.
The onside kick is recovered by the Colts.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's been solid on the ground. He's found some holes.
The gaps that are being created and wedged open.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80%.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Looking to throw. Barnes. The toss here completed to Pittman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Operating from the gun. Barnes. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Barnes. And going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Following the interception, Love. He's going to loft one. It's caught inside the 25. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barton. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Add this game to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Zane Gonzalez.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Titans set and ready to go on offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
15 yards on the play. First down. Now the Colts remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Throwing on first down. Barnes. And yet again, it's Howard with a catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On first down, Barnes. Now they go screen. It's complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
They go to first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's looking all the more likely that a fifth straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a first and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.